So here's what we've got. A 2010 Shasta Oasis 26-footer, and got some issues with a busted window and the brick still inside there. The front bedroom area is going to have to be renovated, of course. It's had a roof leak going on there, and there's a hole in the roof. You can see it right there. It's one of them. We got a pretty decent front corner here, and not so good front corner here. We taped it down to transport it, but metal's all kind of loose because this front wall, the framing members are swollen up, dried out and rotten, but we'll get it one step at a time, right? The window was out, but I managed to retrieve it, so we'll be putting that back in temporarily. We'll have to come back out as we do the as the remodel progresses. But here is the rubber membrane TPO roof, and there's been a patch there where the hole is. Somebody said it was a tree branch or something, I don't know, but there's a CB antenna or something over there. Got a hole there, no other holes, that's it. The back, other than the lap sealant being a little leaving a lot to be desired, that back corner back there is questionable, and I'll show you why. You may have already seen it, but that corner back here, it's got a little bit of a separation there on the corner molding. The rest of it from the outside looks pretty tight, but right now we're trying to locate a 30-foot tarp and get the tarp over it for now to avoid any disaster. I've got an extension cord running in the window here. I'm not going to hook it to power or water until we do a complete systems check. I know the lights all work inside because when we hooked it to the truck to pull it home and hooked up the lights for the brake lights and all that, all the interior lights came on, so I had to go in there and shut them all off. It's had some amount of demo work done on the inside, but as you can see, it's pretty, for what it is, it's pretty straight. Of course, it is a 2010 model. The one bench here has been removed. The other bench is still there. I'm going to pull it and the table out. The floor in the front, of course, as you can probably imagine, underneath that bed that we kind of tossed in here, the previous owner had pulled it out and it was sitting under the carport. So he offered for us to take it, and it was in pretty decent shape. So I said, yeah, let's throw it in there. First part of the demo is going to be pulling all the cabinets out, pulling all the old paneling off, the old insulation out, and just assessing what all is going to be damaged in the walls. Now, as you can see, framing members, they look pretty good, pretty decent. I don't know where all water has gone or poured out of this thing, but you know, for the most part, it looks like the top up there, of course, and these trusses have rotted through and give way. That's why the roof has caved in. There's part of a truss there. There's part of a truss there with some of the framing members that go around that big honking vent. No big deal. We've got a truss across here in front of the air conditioning unit that has totally been compromised and has given away. So this cabinet has already been removed partially. We'll finish that demo, and we're going to try to salvage what's here in the kitchen. Now this end panel, I don't know how it got busted up, if they just yanked the old couch. There used to be a carpet covered base in here that had like a futon style couch that pulled out into a bed. We're going to demo back to the cabinet or the nearest seam that doesn't look to be compromised. We got the furnace here. We've got a water pump over there. So we have to be mindful of those things as we work. It's got a TV in it. Don't know if it works or not. Got a crank here for the TV antenna, which is still up there. Closet. The bunks right here are in pretty pristine condition other than that bottom cushion. Now, the wife is talking about pulling all this out of here and maybe making this into a closet. We're not sure yet. We'll see. And let me move my light here. I'll have you know, as we're looking here, pardon my bad video, but I'm holding a phone. I don't even think that oven's ever been used. It doesn't look like it. The freezer, immaculate. Refrigerator, immaculate. And as far as I know, these things work. It is dual fuel, so it's 110 volt, and it's also propane powered. And as most travel trailers, I suppose, are. Bathroom here, toilet, bathtub, sink, and there's me in the mirror. A roof vent there, a bunch of stink bugs. We are in North Carolina, so you're going to get stink bugs. It's a well-known fact. This bathroom, other than that back corner back there that's questionable with that leak that I showed you on the outside, it's in good shape. The floor is nice and strong. The floor here in the kitchen area, very stout. It's got this OSB in here from the factory. The only place I can see any floor really compromised is it gets a little soft here, which is all in front of where we're gonna stop our demo. So the ceiling, it can stop. The demo can stop right at that. No, I take that back. I'll have to go back one more panel. So I'll have to pull this cabinet out, but it'll probably go right back in once we get the ceiling squared away. So that's kind of where we're at. I know it looks like a big deal, but I don't think it's going to be as bad as what I initially assessed. This ceiling roof panel here, I said ceiling, I meant roof. That is actually the roof that goes above the trusses. So that was down, leaning over this way. So for the journey over here, we had probably 30 miles or so to pull this thing. We just ran some screws in a 2x4 and propped that up. We propped this ceiling up by the kitchen, and we just squared everything away. We put a strap on the outside just to make sure that metal on the outside wasn't going to get pulled off by the wind. So that's what all the duct tape is for. just kept this metal, because the corner molding has been pushed out this way from the swollen wood. So, but yeah, we'll address that, and follow us along on our journey here. We haven't named her yet, or him, but that'll come in time. And thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.